Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages, welcome back to, oh, that's a bummer. Welcome back to FTB Revelations. That's right, folks, we're back in our modded world doing all the cool modded things. I'm running into an issue here, and that is power is becoming an issue now because I got a lot of stuff going. I got all the farms going upstairs and so forth. I run my my extreme reactor every once in a while, and that helps. But it's kind of annoying to have to come and turn this thing on and off manually, right? I have to come over here, turn it on, right? Let it build up the power a little bit, and then go and turn it off, and turn it on, and turn it off. And so today we're going to handle that. Today we're going to do something about that. We're going to do a little bit of control work on this thing to make it a little bit better than what we have right now. And yes, this is a bonus episode of FTB Revelation. It's a Monday, and we don't normally release on Monday, so hope you enjoy. But anyway, we're going to get started. For a couple of things that we're going to need a couple of blocks from RF tools, and one of them is the RF monitor. We're getting two of those, as a matter of fact. So we need to make one of these, or actually two of those. Oh, I don't have any gold nuggets. That's fine. Gold nuggets. Craft those. 9 of those. So gold nuggets. Yeah. So 1, 2 of those, right? Then the RF tool, RF monitor. Going to a couple other things. It's going to need some redstone and some redstone torches. So let's make 4 of those, right? Boom. 4. And just enough sticks. Amazing. So 1. Oh, wait, what? Oh, sticks. Craft. Yeah. 12 will work. Now I need to make another redstone torch. Of course I do. Of course I do. RF monitor. So you. Cool. So that gives us 2 of those, right? And what these blocks do is they will measure the amount of power in an adjacent block, right? And what we're going to do is we can use that to our benefit because we can take and we can put a power cell in this thing, and then we can measure the power in the power cell, right? So power cell. What you got to do to make a power cell? You need some stuff. We can do a couple of things. We can either do the simple power cell. This one will hold 25 or 250,000 RF, or we can do this one. This one will hold 1,000,000 RF, and I think I like this one better. But to make this one, you have to have a couple of things. You have to have a machine frame, which is easy enough to make. We just made a couple of those, so give me 1 of those. Actually, give me 2 of those, please, because we're going to want to make 2 of these, I think. We're going to need some redstone blocks, which I should have in my inventory. We're going to need prismarine shards, which I might. I have 1. Okay, so to make prismarine shards, that's pretty easy. You can just use quartz. Whoops. Q-U-A-R-T-Z. Regular old nether quartz. Oh, wow. We're running pretty low on quartz. We're going to have to go get some. I'm going to need 1 to finish that one, and then 1, 2 to make the other one that we're going to want to use to transfer power out of our energy system. So let's come over here. We're going to need to turn our ring off because it will try to pick everything back up, and we don't really want that. You over there like that. Get zapped. Turned you into prismarine. Cool. I'm making more fuel for the reactor too, so that'll be a thing. Anyway, so back in here, we can come in here, we can grab these 3 prismarine shards, which didn't really want to do that. Power cell. Power cell. 1. This one. You can do it with redstone blocks too, or redstone pieces. Oh, heck! Sorry, do that. Power cell. I need a machine frame. I have 2 of those. Why did it not? Oh wait, what was? Hold on a second. Power. Oh, it has to be a simple power cell. Okay, so we'll have to do it like that. That's fine. So 1, 2 of those. Okay, cool. So now we got a couple of power cells, but in order to make those power cells work correctly, you're going to have a power cell card. Is this thing right here. So that is paper, redstone, and gold nuggets. I don't have enough gold. Again, craft, please. And then gold again. a skadoosh and a skadoosh. That gets 1, 2 of those. Cool. Now let's go ahead and put this where I want it. So we're going to come down here. I made a sub basement of my sub basement above my sub basement. I don't know if that makes any sense or not. We need to change this up a little bit because I could do this up above the I could do this up on the top of the power cell, but that would look really tacky, and I don't really want to do that. So we're going to need to do a couple of things. First things first, we're going to need to knock a hole in here, probably right about here. I think it'll be, yeah, it should be right about here. And we're going to move the power cell or the power tap from up above and put it down here, down below. So that breaks that. We want to do this fairly quickly because, you know, things. Plus, we can fly. I love it. We can fly. We can fly. We can fly. We can fly. And give me that. And my reactor casing, you go there. Go back down to the downstairs. We'll put this power tap down here, right? Boom. And then we put our relay on here. Boom. And we need another one of those, don't we? This is probably going to be bad because we might be okay. No. Okay, have any relays? I don't. A couple of those. Please and thank you. Really? Oh, 4 of them. I just need 1. Where's my wrench? Wrench might WRE. There it is. So you go down here. We'll put this power cell down, and then this reactor should start powering the power cell, right? Now, how do I want to do this? I think I want to go this way with this a little bit more. So is this in 3x3 mode? Yeah, 3x3. Hey. That was kind of wanted, but that's okay. That is a lot more than that's fine. That actually works. So you go this way a little bit. Place down. Cool. All right, so that clears me up a space that we can start putting this thing together. And so what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to put our power cell probably right about here, right? So power cells are pretty cool and amazing little jobs, right? What they do is they store power, but they're cumulative. So right now, this is capable of holding 1,000,000 RF. If I add another one to the system, you can see right now it says 0 of 1,000,000, right? So what you can do is you can take these linking cards, these power cell cards, right? And you put them in here. So you grab one, and you put it in there like that. And then you grab the other one and you link it to it. Is that right? Okay, so yeah, this is, yeah. So now this one here is the power cell for this card, and this one is linked to it. So if I put another one down, say over here, right? Right now it says 1,000,000 RF. Watch what happens when I do this. Boom. 2,000,000 RF. So because these two are now linked together, so they hold all of the RF for each other. They add each other together. You can set this by clicking on it with a wrench on any given side and change it to either input mode, or none. And I want input power to come from the top, right? So we'll go like this. Whoops. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That back. You go on the top. And we want to link these two together. So click. Oh no, that's not the right wrench. This one. So click and click. Now this thing should start gaining RF, right? At 1,000 RF per tick, which is good. That's awesome, right? And then on the next block we want to use is these RF tools monitors that we've made, right? So I'm going to put one on each side, okay? By putting one on each side, what I can do is I can control different things. These RF monitors will monitor whatever block you want them to monitor. I want this one to monitor the power cell, but I only want it to give me an alarm whenever I am above, let's say 90%. Okay, and I want to set that for more. So what that means is if this power cell has more has more charge in it than 90%, meaning what, 1.8 million RF. If it has more than 1.8 million RF, then this will give me a redstone signal out of the back. Okay. This one over here, I want it to do the same thing, except I want this to measure the low side of the power. So when this power drops below a certain amount, let's say 60%. 60% sounds good. So that means that if my power drops below 60%, then this should give me a redstone signal output, right? So if I got some redstone, and we're going to need to do something about this because right now we're not getting any power into our ME system, I don't think. Pretty sure we're not. We might be getting enough now. I don't know. We are. Okay, so where's those relays at? Relay. This is really starting to get annoying. Anytime you right-click in your ME system, it triggers the whole, it's a whole weird thing. It kicks you out every time you want to try and do something, and that really annoys me. Can't stand it. But that should be okay for right now, because now it's running off of the actually addition stuff, which is fine. Anyway, so now I want to take and set this side for output. And we're going to put a laser on there, right? And I want to see if I can get this to link. Where is my wrench? I want to see if I can get this to link to the stuff that's upstairs. Can I get that? Maybe. I want to see if I can get it. I don't think that's 16 blocks, but it could be. Oh, it does. Cool. All right, so now that should start powering things, right? That's turned off. That's good. Okay, so that should start powering from the power cell, and the power cell should be starting to drain. Oh, it does. No, it's not. Is it starting to drain? Might be getting power from this still, because it's still holding power in the buffer, which is good. Okay, so that takes care of that. And what this is going to do now is this, like I said, if I'm above 90%, this will give me a redstone signal. If our 90%, I think. If I'm below 60, then this is going to give me a redstone signal here. What we're going to do is we're going to set up an RS latch circuit. So we need a couple of more things. We need some redstone torches. We're going to need some redstone. We're going to need some structured ducts. I think I have structured ducts. I do. We're only going to need a couple of those. So let's go ahead and grab those. We don't need those anymore. Don't need that. We don't. That I put in my mob crusher away. I used the mob slaughter factory over there on the mob farm so that I could get some more pink slime, because we're going to need to rework our stonework thing, our stonework factory block from industrial foregoing. I've got a different plan for that, and I'm kind of working out the details. But anyway, let's go back in here now, and we're going to need to get, like I said, some redstone torches. We're going to need 2 of those, please. Okay. There's those. We're going to need some redstone, so get some of those. Got the structural ducts. We're going to need a couple of redstone blocks for thermal dynamics, and that would be these. These are new, these redstone relays. Oh, we can't make those. We can't make those because we don't have any signalum, or however you want to pronounce it. And I'm not sure I'm ready to make that yet. How do you get molten signalum? How do you get signalum? Period. Molten signalum. You can put alloying. So that's molten copper, molten silver, destabilized redstone. I can do destabilized redstone. Get signalum. Signalum ingot. Actually, signalum, yeah, signalum ingot. In an induction smelter. So that's signalum blend plus a piece of sand. Okay, how do you get signalum blend? Signalum blend is pulverized copper, 3 of them, pulverized silver, 1 of them, and a redstone bucket. Well, redstone bucket, that should be easy enough to do. Give me a bucket. Do I have a bucket? Because I only need like one of these, right? I only need a couple of nuggets, which is fine. So you come here, and I think we established yesterday that that makes a that makes a bucket of, bucket of destabilized redstone. Magma crucible. Cool. It's 4 of those, right? Or no? No, we need more of that. So each one is 100, right? 400, so now it should be 500. So yeah, we need 5 more. So 5. Go. So that should give us a bucket of destabilized redstone. Sure? Sure. We can get some pulverized silver and some pulverized copper. We need a couple of those. So you get filled. Okay. Get some copper and some silver. We'll make that, and then we can make the signalum blend. So copper. Wanted 3 of those. 3 and silver. Have 1 of those, so that's cool. You can go there. Let's get you ground up and sent back. Please? I don't know if I might have had copper in there. There we go. So 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. And redstone. Destabilized redstone, matter of fact. Signalum blend. Cool. So now that gives us 4 of those. We should be able to get some sand. Do I have sand in here? I think that's how that works. Be able to come over to our induction smelter. We'll have to set up a recipe for this because this is actually pretty easy to make. Induction smelter should be this one. Boom, boom. Oh, look at that. We've got signalum. Cool. So now we should be able to make those ingots, or not ingots, but those nuggets. So signalum. Cool. Make nuggets. Cool. Get that out of there and you and redstone relay right there. So now we should be able to make those, right? Cool. And I need 2. Oh, we get 2. Awesome. Get 2 per craft. Okay. So now, do I have everything I need? I'm going to need a couple of blocks. Well, we can use cobblestone for this. This will be fine. We're going to need to set up what's this thing called an RS latch. So this RS latch, how are we doing on power here? Still doing okay. So apparently we're still making power. That's good. One of these should definitely be giving us a signal right now. So it's this one? No. This one? Yes. So this one here is giving us a signal right now. We want this one to come into a block. Okay. Let me see here. How do I want to do this? I want this one. I need this one to come out and around, if I'm not mistaken, because this one here is going to go into a block right here. This, right? And then this one here, we're going to have a redstone torch right here. And this needs to come out one more, right? This way some more. Yes, that's right. We're doing vanilla redstone on a modded game world. How about that? Yep. That. I need a little extra room. Now we need a redstone line here to here, and then that goes to another block, and then here, this will go to another torch. So, and that one will turn off because it's being powered by this redstone, right? Get some more redstone in here like this, and go boom. Okay, so what's going to happen is, and then this right here will go boom, and that. See what happened there? Okay, if you saw what happened there, you could tell. So this is what we've got right now. This redstone line is energized. It's not hooked up to anything here. This one is de-energized. This torch is powered. This torch is lit. It powers this. It comes back around. When I completing this circuit, it'll turn this redstone torch off, which will turn this redstone torch on, and it will make this circuit, right? Okay, so what I want to do is I want to use this circuit right here, the one that's off right now, to turn on my reactor. How are we going to do that, you might ask? Well, here's how. We're going to use a RedNet port. Is it RedNet port? I think it's still what it's called, right? Port. I think it's a port, right? from Extreme Reactors. This one, is it that? Yeah, Reactor Redstone port. So to make that pretty simple, we just need some reactor casings. We need some a gold ingot and some redstone. Do I have any reactor left? I do. Cool. I knew making extra reactor casings was going to be helpful. I just knew it. Okay, so we're going to bring this down here, and we want to attach it to some place in the bottom of our reactor. And since we're going to be going with a signal that's coming from right here, why don't we put it right? Now the reactor is turned off at the moment, but put that back in, makes it finished. Come in here, and we can do all kinds of different things. So right now we want this thing to, the basic thing we want this to do is turn the reactor on and off, right? So we want to set it to turn on, and we want to set it from signal, because what's going to happen is that redstone signal that's being generated by our RS latch, that is what's going to come around and turn this thing on. So set it to turn it on from a signal, commit. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to get that signal over here, right? So let's do this. Let's go ahead and get these structural ducts, and we're going to go ahead and put one here, right? I'm going to need to get up there. Get up there. That work? That'll work. So we can take this right here. We can put this redstone thing right on the top, right? And this we're going to set for output. Okay, so whatever signal is going to come into this is going to go out into that block. Okay, savvy? All right, cool. So now we need to bring these this redstone structural duct assembly right down here like this. How far can we go with this? We can go that far. I kind of want this to go the whole way. So can I make some more of these structural ducts? I think I can. Pretty sure I can. Structural duct. Oh, I still have some more. I didn't take them all. I figured I took them. That's fine. Cool. So come over here. And do just like this, right? Oh, that was perfect. And then we're going to put another one of these here, and we're going to set this one for input. Relay power 0, input, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so when this redstone line turns on, which is going to turn on whenever this goes below the 60%, right? Whenever that block goes below 60%, this will turn on. That will turn off this torch, which will kill this line, which will turn this torch back on, and it will energize this. How cool is that? Hopefully we'll be able to see this in action here pretty quick. As a matter of fact, how much power do you have? Let's go ahead and break you. Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and break you, and we'll break you. We'll put you in a different place that is a little bit more strategic. Huh? Yes, a little bit more strategic. A little bit more strategic, like say up here someplace. Like maybe back here? Back here might be good. Yeah, back here might be really good. How much power you got in you now? Still 2 million. Is this thing on or is this off? This is off. Why does that have 2 million RF in it? Oh, because it's still draining this. I see. But notice that the reactor is offline. I had it turned on. The RedNet port turned it off. How cool is that? So it's waiting now to get a signal to turn the reactor back on, which is awesome. We need to do a couple of things here. You know what? That's probably not the best place for this. The fact of the matter is it's really not going to matter where this thing sits because it's all wireless. I love it. Let's put you right there. Put a relay on top. And yes, I do know that I need to get these relays updated. We might look at that today. I don't know. I need to set you for output. Okay. And then I need to get in here. Oh, notice that this is back in. Remember I said that that was going to be completed when we got back. So let's get our wrench and link you. Cool. Now this should start losing power a lot faster, I would think. Because now it's hooked up to stuff, right? And it might actually be this that's going to start losing power. Put you back. I'll show you guys that here in a second. Go. Are you starting to lose power faster? Kinda, sorta, yeah. But we got to lose a bunch, because in order for this to get to the point where the power cell is going to lose power, this has to be completely drained, right? So the reactor will be completely empty of power before this thing up here turns on, or that thing down there turns on. Let's go take a look at it. Oh, by the way, how do you like this? I like this a lot. I think this looks amazing. I think this looks cool. Anyway, downstairs, eat an apple. So now, really, all we can do is wait and see if this thing is going to work the way that we want it to work. I'm suspectful that it will, because I tried it in creative and it worked just fine. But it's very cool, because the way that this RS latch works is it only takes a momentary signal. Once this signal goes away, this is still energized and it won't change until this one comes on. So what this does for us now, the reason for doing this is if you have a reactor set to turn on at, let's say I wanted my power to never go below 80%, right? So what's going to happen is if I used only one of these, power would go down to 80%. The RF monitor would kick in. It would send a signal to the RedNet port, and then it would turn the reactor on, and the reactor would go, would run for literally 30 seconds. And bring the power back up to 80%, and then it would turn off. And so it would just keep toggling back and forth, on, off, on, off, on, off, which I don't want. I want this thing to kick on at a low level, which is over here, about 60%. And then I want it to stay on until we get to about 90%. And once it gets to 90%, it can turn off, but then it's going to let it fall back down to 60% again. And that's how that's supposed to work. So I'm going to go ahead and sit here for a little bit and let the power drain off of this thing, and hopefully we'll get to show you how this thing works here in just a minute. Stay tight. Okay, so things are working. Yeah, things are working, kind of, sort of. This is kind of interesting, because here we are. We're below 1. We're at 1.6 million RF, right? If I go in here, we're at 1.5, right? And so this power is falling, which means that this one here turned off, because we are no longer above 90%, right? And so now when this thing hits the 60% mark, which 60% should be coming up here pretty quick, this one will turn on, and that should cause the reactor to go into production mode, I'm thinking. So hopefully this will happen here pretty quick. So 60% of 2 million is what, 1.2 million? So that's coming up here pretty quick. We're at 1.4 now, 1.3. So that should come up here real soon. I guess we'll just kind of hang out here and see. We're at 1.33, 1.32. So we're moving up pretty quick. I turned on all of the mob farms for the first time ever in my Let's Play series. All 3 of my mob farms are working simultaneously: the Wither farm, the Blaze farm, and the general mob farm. Okay, so here we are. We're at 1.25, 1.26, right? If this goes below 1.2, then this should turn on. And when it does, the reactor should kick in. Turn on. It did. Okay, can we get up here quick enough to see it actually? Oh, is this actually producing power now? It is. So now this is above 1.3. It's still producing power. Once this gets to 1.8, it should turn back off again, right? We're going to do that. There's 1.8. There it is. Cool. Ha! Guys, we did something that worked. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. We did something that worked. So now I can leave my reactor run, and as long as it's got fuel in it, it'll continue to produce power anywhere between 1.2 and 1.8 million RF. So we should have plenty of power to utilize in our system. So anyway, folks, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe. The likes and subscriptions help out oh so immensely when it comes to those pesky YouTube search results. The other thing that helps out a lot is comments, so make sure you leave your comments right down. Oh no, broke my redstone. Right down here in the comment section below, and we'll chat about it. Leave your tips, your tricks, your pointers, your attaboys, your what in the world were you thinking, all that good stuff, and we will chat about it in kind. Also, don't forget to stop by the Discord server where you can chat about all things Minecraft, and other games as well. Don't forget that coming up here on March the 1st, for all of you patrons, we will have our Patreon patron server, and that should be a good time had by all. So if you want to check that out, pay attention to the end trailer that's going to be coming up here in just a minute, and it'll tell you where to go to find out more details. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, folks, and until next time, we will catch you on the flip side. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hey, guys and gals, I almost forgot. It's an even-numbered episode. It's a 10 episode. It's episode 30. You know what that means? There's going to be a world download, so that'll be the link for that will be down in the description. Thanks for watching. A very special thanks to my Patreon support staff. If you'd like to become a Patreon patron, visit my page at www.patreon.com/RB_plays to find out more details.